Are you ready for an adventure?
Welcome to Stampbook Discoveries, where you can find miniature pieces of art on postage stamps.
Where we can learn about history and the world.
If you like scenes with far-off places,
Or if you like cities and parks.
you can find just about any scene on postage stamps.
And stamps have been printed all around the world since the 1800s.
I hope you will join us on our Stampbook Discoveries.
If you hit the like and subscribe button on our YouTube channel, we will continue to make new episodes for you to enjoy.
Stay tuned for episode 5.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Thank you for watching. Welcome back, everyone, to episode 5 of Stampbook Discoveries.
In today's episode, we have discovered the 1961 Republiek van Zuid-Afrika postage stamp.
This Republic of South Africa postage stamp depicts the Groot Constantia's winery located in Constantia, Cape Town, South Africa.
In our research, we found that the Groot Constantia was the first established wine farm in South Africa in the year 1685. Simon van der Stel settled at the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa, and he acquired 891 morgens of land. 1 morgen of land is equivalent to 2 acres. This would be nearly 1,800 acres of land.
Simon was the son of a Dutchman, Adriaan van der Stel, who was an official of the Dutch East India Company. It was stated that Simon's mother was born from a Dutchman, and her mother was a freed Malaysian or Indian slave. We read something interesting, which stated that Simon was born at sea in the Indian Ocean, presumably on a ship.
We found information referring to the Dutch East Indies Company during the 17th century. In short, it stated that someone was legally a European if his father was a European. Current contemporary laws have a much different registration for a birth at sea.
Thankfully, in the year 1639, Simon's birth registry was as a Dutchman, and he followed in his father's footsteps to become the first governor of the Dutch Cape Colony in 1691.
We read that in his earlier years, Simon lived in the United Provinces of the Netherlands where he made wine in Muiderberg before his relocation to South Africa.
There is more than one theory about why Simon chose the name Groot Constantia for the winery. We searched for the Dutch meaning of the word Groot, and it is translated as the word big.
We sent an email inquiry to the Groot Constantia winery in South Africa to clarify if this was the meaning for the use of the word or if there was a different meaning. We received confirmation that it is the Dutch word.
The origin of the name Constantia has left people with theories and speculations for a few centuries. These possibilities were the name of a wife, a daughter, a French grape, a ship, a love interest, and even the meaning of a Latin word for constancy or steadfastness.
Unfortunately, the true meaning for the use of the Constantia name was lost when Simon van der Stel and anyone who might have known it at that time in history had passed away.
The Groot Constantia winery is still producing wine today. Visitors can explore the original Cape Dutch manor house, visit the Cloete cellar, the birthplace of Grand Constance, experience wine tastings, a wine museum, and a cultural history museum.
Notably, in 1961, South Africa's new constitution allowed the country to become a republic as they left the Commonwealth. We can read the words Republiek van Zuid-Afrika and Republic of South Africa printed on the stamp.
As we mentioned in our first episode, the Commonwealth were territories within Great Britain's world empire.
In 1961, this stamp cost 2.5 cents. When South Africa became a republic, they continued to use the coins in the cent monetary unit, but replaced the British pound with 2 rand, or 10 shillings to a rand. The rand became official currency of the South African monetary area.
The South African Reserve Bank introduced the rand just 3 months before the country became a republic. This appears to solidify their independence from the Commonwealth.
We read something interesting about the portrait printed on the rand banknote. Someone thought it was of Mr. Jan van Riebeeck, a Dutchman, who the Dutch East India Company appointed the command of an expedition at the Cape in South Africa in the year 1652. He was to establish a provision station for Dutch East Indies ships traveling between Europe and Asia.
Someone later discovered that by mistake, the portrait printed on the rand was of Bartholomeus Vermuyden. He was possibly someone involved in the military, and there was little known about him.
Another interesting fact we found is that the Navigation Act was passed by the Commonwealth government in 1651. This was 1 year prior to Mr. Riebeck's arrival at the Cape. This Navigation Act was intended to suppress the Dutch because they were England's greatest commercial rivals. The next year, in 1652, the start of the Anglo-Dutch Wars began.
On this 1961 stamp, we wondered during our research if there was a subtle meaning with the choice of the printed image of a building that was part of the Dutch Cape Colony.
In 1651, the British Commonwealth and the Dutch countries were separate from each other. Then in 1961, the South Africa government chose to leave the Commonwealth.
Either way, Groot Constantia is an incredible piece of South Africa's history that still stands today. If we could add another theory or speculation as to the Groot name, could the first letter G have been an abbreviation for grape, and the rest of the word was the name of the plant root? If we combine the two, it would create the word Groot, which coincidentally is also the Dutch meaning for big. It is just a thought.
There was more information that we wanted to share, but we will save this for other South Africa stamps we feature. We think there will be more to the story of the Dutch East India Company, also known as the Verenigde Oost-Indische Compagnie, abbreviated as the VOC.
There is so much history to discover about South Africa, and we look forward to opening our stamp books again to see where it will lead us with other adventures.
We enjoyed learning about Groot Constantia, and we look forward to discovering other various themes featured on our stamps. The more history we learn, the more we would like to share with you in future episodes.
If you would like to be a part of the Stampbook Discoveries Stamp Club, and you are interested in one of these stamps, we might still have some available for sale while supplies last. We will place a link on the YouTube channel if you want to look at what stamps are available.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stampbook Discoveries and will return for another adventure soon. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Ellie and I will be preparing another episode soon for you to enjoy.
Please join us again to see what Tom and I have found next in our Stampbook Discoveries.
Please stay tuned for a word from our sponsor.
Hello, everyone. We hope you will enjoy every episode of Stampbook Discoveries and find them entertaining, insightful, and educational. Stampbook Discoveries is part of a project that we here at Independent People Incorporated have created. Independent People Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization based in Oregon in the United States. Our mission is to help provide opportunities for employment to people living with a disability. This animation software that we utilize for the Stampbook Discoveries series with Tom and Ellie is one that we hope can be a platform for success for those who are looking for an animation software to incorporate into their business marketing of products and services, or for people who are looking for a very user-friendly animation software for storytelling.
Whether you have creative stories to tell, or you are looking to expand on a social media venture to reach a larger audience, we hope you will find this animation software to be a fun, easy, and productive way to develop your projects.
We have a link in the description that will take you to the animation software provider. When you use the link and make a purchase of the software through our link, your purchase can help us as we work to reach our goal to help individuals who have some form of disability that are looking for an opportunity like this to utilize an animation software.
Disabilities can range from social anxiety through various learning challenges to physical challenges that can be an obstacle to some employment prospects. We hope this can be a viable tool that can help to create new opportunities.
We believe that a community of content creators can help provide tips and how-to topics that others can learn from, along with the tutorials provided by the software provider, so participants can be successful in whatever endeavor they pursue.
Please join Tom and Ellie again for another episode of Stampbook Discoveries. We thank everyone for your likes and subscribes to the Stampbook Discoveries YouTube channel. All of us at Independent People Incorporated thank you, and we hope this will help you in your pursuit as a content creator. Your purchase through our link can help us to help others as they share their creative ability with their community and the world.